It's your girl B,
It's your boy, lover boy Lonnie.
and welcome back to another Conversations with B.
Conversations with B. Well, how you been?
I've been good. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I know since the last time we talked, you had an interview with VVG, Verbal Van Gogh.
Yeah.
I know you say you want to start doing more artists a little bit of in this area. So how was that experience for you?
Um, it was my first interview in 2 years, so and it was definitely different from anything that I've done before. Like, it wasn't a regular brown sugar interview. It was literally something like exclusive, and I will say I was very caught off guard. I mean, like, in a good way, because it was kind of like a breath of fresh air to talk to someone who was well rounded as an artist. So
You've been doing it for a while, so
yeah, it was really dope to like have that conversation with him. So
okay.
and I hope for like, interviews to come that, the conversations will be like that. Because I literally didn't have to do anything. Like, I literally just showed
He's
up.
a talker.
Yeah, I literally just showed up and I asked the questions. Like, I didn't really have to insert myself as much. And like, that's the kind of flow that I want, when I'm talking to artists. Like, I don't want to have to
Pull it out of you.
or carry the conversation. So it was really a breath of fresh air. And
You don't want to feel like it's an investigation room.
exactly.
You're
and if you watched it, you will see that I was literally just speechless in the middle of the interview. Like, I didn't know what to say because I was just like, wow, I totally caught off guard. But yeah, dope artist. Like his music. Like, it was fun.
Very
it was
dope
cool.
music.
So yeah, it was cool.
That's good. Now, I'm glad you said something about the gap of not doing interviews. So if you could elaborate with the audience on why it was such a big gap between doing interviews, and what were some of the things that I guess were mentally hindering you from getting in the mood of doing that.
Well, it's been some time, so I feel like I can, finally speak on it. Like, you got to heal from certain things and relationships and situations that happen in your life in order for you to speak on it. And I come from a place of like, bitterness or hurt, but like, it was just the people that I was around and the people that I was working with. Like, when you're doing this type of stuff, like, you really got to find who is for you. And sometimes that just takes time. Like, you want to be excited and get into it and, get things done. But it's those roadblocks that like stop you. And I feel like that just be God, like, trying to clear the path. Like, this is not the route I want you to take with these people. Like,
Yeah.
so I had a clean house, I had to let things go and like really search and find the right people. And I mean, if I didn't meet you, I wouldn't have met D. Like,
Really?
yes, because
Okay.
y'all were doing a sneaker thing.
Yeah.
So I seen you when me and you, we had followed each other on Instagram. I seen it on your page and I was like, damn, I like his work. I was like, where is he at? Like, so you had him tagged and I followed D and we chopped it up and now we here. Like, so that's why I feel like, everything, it happens for a reason. Like, and y'all have been so helpful and like just looking out and just, showing me love. Like, I really appreciate that. It's like literally like you guys are so cool. Y'all genuine. Like, y'all all about connections and just like, getting shit done. And I'm loving this energy because all I have to do is show up and be myself. Like, y'all literally are just like.
And just to add something, that we want to see people win. That's what it really truly is. It don't matter who it is. We just want to see you win. We're gonna give everything 100%.
Yes, and I can genuinely feel the support, and like, it feels good. And I don't want to sound boastful or anything like that, but like, I really feel like I deserve where I'm at in my life right now. Like,
You do?
and I don't feel bad about it. Like, it feels really fucking good, and nobody can take that from me.
That's
yeah.
really good to hear.
Yeah, for sure.
Thank you for the acknowledgement. That made a lot. I didn't know that little tag. I didn't know that tag could go so far, but I see.
that's the beauty. That is the beauty of social media. I'm telling you, it's crazy. So yeah.
Well, what were some of the things that you found challenging since it was such a long gap?
It was definitely the questions because considering the format of the interview, it wasn't like something that was for a bunch of artists. It was particularly for his, his project that he was doing at the moment. So I really did. I struggled a little bit. It took me probably a week to come up with questions and say, okay, this is it. Like, this is what we're going to ask. I just wanted to make sure, like, I was asking the right questions and, staying on cue with his project and, just trying to give well-rounded questions for people to, understand his journey and where he was at in his journey.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So when you get a new artist and they've been out for an extensive amount of time, do you go through the whole catalog, or do you just pick, or you just focus on that project that they have then and there at the time?
Well, like I said, that's not a normal interview I do. I don't do those type of things. Like I might, like the questions I may ask, we may talk about what they've done, but it's not centered or geared around, one thing. It's them as a whole, as an artist.
Yeah, because I noticed when y'all were getting into the interview, he was going into like the ins and outs of the business side too, which I thought was really dope for local artists, because I don't really hear them talk about the business side of it, contractual wise and money wise. He kind of touched on it. A lot of the artists that I meet really, but then again, I just focus on the music, so I'm not gonna say they don't know it. Yeah. But hearing him give more information about it, saying what he does to collect revenue off his projects was really dope. So
yeah, he actually mentions that in his music. So it was like, it was striking to me. So I wanted to like really speak on that, and I felt like that was really profound for as long as he's been rapping. So yeah, that was a really pivotal point for me.
Okay, when you did the project, I think I heard you. I remember hearing one song that you said it stood out, but was there any other artist or any other songs that when you listened to the project you liked, or?
I can't really remember off the top of my head, but yeah, like I said, no skips. It was all the way through. It was a good listen.
Yeah, but that Black Dynamite was really tough.
Yeah,
I could relate. Also was another record on there too. I don't know if you remember it. He has a lot of references to Belly in there. The Illest in Nebraska with the Method Man sample at the beginning. That was probably my favorite joint.
Yeah, that's a good intro.
So we pretty much did a brief synopsis of what that interview was. So I also wanted to get into some questions about what I've been seeing, I guess, kind of on the internet. I kind of, I guess, they're like hot topics a little bit.
Okay.
So I'm gonna play this video for you real quick, and I want you to tell me your thoughts on it. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
All right. So.
Yo, what's one thing that's wrong with hip-hop today?
Too many rappers, not enough MCs. Too many rappers, not enough MCs, you dig?
Is Ice Spice an MC?
Ice Spice is a rapper.
What's the difference between an MC and a rapper?
A rapper speaks for the money. An MC speaks for the culture.
Is Drake MC?
Drake is a rapper. J. Cole, MC. Kendrick, MC.
What about Lil Nas X?
Rapper.
Are rappers greedy?
Rappers are greedy. MCs are righteous. Greed is a trait of the devil. MCs are gods. Rappers are the devil.
So if you don't mind, and hopefully the audience, I'll share this with you guys. There's a little clip.
Yeah, we'll get D to throw it in
there.
Yeah,
definitely. So what are your thoughts on that? Like,
that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, every artist, they have their own way of storytelling. I feel like MCs and rappers, they're kind of like cousins. So it's just like one of those things. It's kind of like
a gray area to me.
Exactly. So it's just kind of like, it's kind of hard to like really place
you could be two things at one time.
Exactly. That's why I said they're cousins.
You could be really passionate about what you do, but you really want to get paid, right? At the same time, right? I think that's fair. Like, I think it's fair to say I really love what I do, but I also know my value and I'm really good at it, and I want to be compensated for it. So can we penalize people for really thinking like that? You know what I'm saying? So
no, I feel like once you grow and, you know, evolve, and you're investing so much into it, you want to see a return on your investment. I don't give a fuck what you're doing.
I agree.
If you're rapping, if you're like, you're literally like investing.
You're not doing it to be poor.
Exactly. Just like with this. Like, I mean, I'll use it as an example. It's not a cheap gig. It's not a cheap gig at all. Like, to come up with ideas, to find spaces, to show up, to put a fit on, shit is not cheap. It's not, and like, I'm not doing this shit for my health. I really fucking love this shit. Like, for me to spend my money on it, to invest my money on it, when I could be traveling on trips, with as much as I spend on this, this is not for play. For you to invest your money into it should tell you that this is something you're passionate about. Yeah, it's not a play toy. So I feel like everybody should be compensated for what they invest in, for sure.
This is another hot topic that I'm going to throw at you. I really want to see your.
I got one too, but I'm gonna see if we on the same.
That's cool. You want me to go?
You go first.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right.
you go first.
So, Mos Def had an interview not too long ago.
Oh Lord.
Between the last time we talked, somebody sent it to me. Even though that wasn't the most important part of that interview, I encourage people to go out back and listen to the whole interview. He touched on a lot more important things that I think you should probably do a little research on. So for those out there, that was a big important part, but I encourage y'all to go back and look at that whole interview. Just don't go off the soundbite. There was other jewels in there besides what he said about Drake. So I'm going to ask you, do you think Drake is pop or do you think he is hip hop?
I feel like he's a well-rounded artist.
Okay.
I mean, it's fortunate that artists are able to evolve. They are able to cross over. I mean, why box yourself in?
So
if you can successfully cross over into a different genre or sound, you win.
True.
It's elevation. You gain new followers. You gain new revenues and avenues. Like, why box yourself?
I hear you, but why is it so much acceptable for Drake to do it versus like a Flow Rider or a Pitbull? You know what I'm saying? Because at one point you couldn't be pop in that hip hop space.
Them niggas are pop. Them niggas are pop.
But hold on. But let's keep it a buck though. Drake is a worldwide thing, just like those two artists were at one point. So they kind of got a little, whatever. Versus Drake is more accepted for being pop versus a Pitbull or a Flow Rider. You don't think so?
I don't know, man. I ain't never thought of Pitbull as no.
But but hold up. He started out with Kulo with Lil Jon. Damn it, man. Damn it, man.
Lonnie, are you for real?
Yeah, I'm serious. But think about it. Hey, look. Think about it. He started out in that space, but he transcended into a pop, hitting broader audience, and he became worldwide. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking it overall. I'm just saying, I'm just giving a perspective to it. Why is it acceptable when Drake does it, and then when Pitbull and Flow Rider is kind of shunned or looked down upon? You know what I'm saying? At least from, we were kind of the same era, I would say, of what we like and what we enjoy.
Yeah,
but at one point you couldn't be pop.
Okay, well, to clear that up, Drake started out with Young Money, the rappiest rapping ass group you could think of.
I don't know about the rappiest, but I got you.
I mean,
I get where you're coming from.
In his time.
Yeah, I got you. That was the crew.
In his arrival. I'll put it like that.
I agree with you. In his arrival.
So when people see you coming in at something, they kind of just place you there. But Flo Rida and Pitbull,
but they did start out doing. They both started out with. Hold up, Flo Rida started out with Khaled. You don't consider Khaled hip hop?
I don't really know Flo Rida to say that. So,
like, I remember saying like his origins when he first came out. I heard him on the DJ Khaled album.
I don't know him.
Yeah, I'm just saying like, I know I'm digging deep in the crates, but he really started out with like more of a true hip hop sound, not the Disney rap sing along type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they all started with that, but I think they realized that maybe I can do this in this particular fashion and gain a worldwide,
right?
Fan base and be successful in being a pop star versus just strictly a hip hop star. That's why I said it's still kind of connected. I'm not saying Drake is less credible because he is a talent. I think he has elements of hip hop. I don't completely agree with most Def because I think, like I told you before, you could be two things at one time.
Yes.
I think it's definitely at the beginning he was hip hop for sure, but I do feel like he did transcend into a pop star.
He evolved.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. So I'm not. Go ahead.
But to say he's not hip hop it's kind of disrespectful. I mean, I love Drake, I do, but I feel like as of lately, he's lost me.
Who's lost you? Drake has lost you?
He's lost me. I can't even keep up. I like when he be dropping like those projects, they be hella long. I don't really follow the projects. Like I cannot tell you the last time I've listened to a Drake project from start to finish.
I'm with you, but I think also why I think he catches flack from that, like the most steps to Joe Buttons or whatever. I think he kind of catches flack to a certain extent because I think some of us who grew with Drake or started listening to Drake, we kind of outgrew the music a little bit. I think that's safe to say.
And that's bad.
It's like Joe Budden made a criticism of it that I thought he was fair for saying, like, grow up. Your music should be maturing. You don't have to. Usually, the older rappers try to do music with the younger guys to stay relevant.
Yeah.
And his thing was like, bro, you can do whatever you want at this point in your career. You're here. You're Drake. True. I can make what I want to make. I don't have to make a radio record. I can make an album strictly whatever I want it to be.
Correct.
And I feel like he's chasing, I guess, going to the video more so the money than he is really just chasing like the love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like I feel like he's gotten so much money. He's just having fun.
Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah.
And I mean,
I'm not knocking it by any means.
Yes, I'm not knocking it either, but I definitely have outgrown his music. Like, I'm not excited for a Drake drop. I'm not.
I agree.
I respect his hustle. I respect what he's doing, his movement, but it doesn't take away from, like, who he is as an artist and what he's done and how far he's came. I'll say that.
But even as a pop artist, he still has elements of hip hop, and that's why I'm like,
for sure.
It was a bit. I think what he said was a bit over the top. I wouldn't say he's not hip hop. I would definitely say he has elements of hip hop, and I still would give him credit for when he is.
And I'm not saying Mos Def was wrong. I mean, look where he came from. Look where he originated from. Yeah. His sound, his era, like.
Black on Both Sides is a classic.
Umi Says is my favorite record.
Hard. It was on Black on Both Sides. Yeah.
So I just I don't feel like he's wrong. He's right. I mean, in his own way. So I didn't really take offense to what he said.
Got you. So what did you say? You had something for me?
Okay, it was a post. It was like if someone had never heard hip hop before, what record would you introduce them to? Like what time or era would you introduce them to?
It doesn't matter like it's got to be specific.
Somebody who's never heard hip hop before. What song would you play for them that would say, "Yeah, this is hip hop"?
Oh man, there's so many. I think. Hey yo, you stumped me with this one because You could pick so many records, man. And I would have to pick something from like kind of my era. Like, and I would say for me, hip hop is where I kind of was in tune with it. It was around middle school. That was around the Jay-Z, Nas thing, that era.
So would you say for you hip hop started at Jay-Z?
No, for me, it definitely, you listen to it like when you're 7, 8, yeah, whatever. But when you really start listening, like words and listening to how they took a sample and that was my dad's record. It really hit for me in middle school around 7th grade. So I'm not saying that I don't have knowledge prior. Clearly, hip hop started before Nas and Jay-Z. But they definitely started it for they definitely started for me. When you think about Hard Knock Life, the Annie sample, like those are some of the biggest hits. Like If I Rule the World, though it really started my interest. It sparked my interest in hip hop.
So what Jay-Z record would you play?
I could go Jay-Z or Nas. I would give them something digestible, so I probably would pick from more of a Jay-Z record. If I had to pick a Jay-Z record just to start them out, it would probably be from. Man, you really laid it on me. I don't think there's really any wrong answer with this, but
it's not.
If I had to pick one Jay-Z record to show them or let them listen to, not show them, I'm gonna go with Hard Knock Life. That's gonna be for me.
Boo.
I mean, you.
I feel like that's so low effort.
How is that low effort? That's what it started for me though. It starts for everybody differently. It might be West Coast for somebody.
It does, but I want to get into that.
Yeah, like that's East Coast is where it birthed. So why wouldn't I pick an East Coast artist? You know
okay,
and the biggest one of all of them.
Okay, which brings me to my next thought. Do you feel like? Because I had posted it on my story. I had put Boogie Down Productions. I mean, The Bridge is Over. Like, I mean, if you really want to know like where hip hop originated, that sound it's that.
I know, but
what you said was rap.
So Jay-Z's not. You don't think he's an MC either?
That's
so Reasonable Doubt. He wasn't an MC.
Oh, he was a rapper for sure.
He was not an MC during Reasonable Doubt, like the album of Reasonable Doubt. He wasn't an MC. You don't think?
For sure, but I feel like
just to let you know, he's not my GOAT. But I just want to hear what you're.
I love Jay-Z. I'm the biggest Jay-Z fan. I know,
but you said he's. But a rapper.
I do not associate. I don't associate him with hip hop.
But again, he has elements. You don't think that Reasonable Doubt album had no elements of hip hop at all? I'm
not saying that. I'm saying him in his essence as an artist.
Yeah,
he gives rapper.
He gives more rapper than MC. I give you that. Is that? Can we agree on that?
Yes, we can.
I give you that.
But hip hop is a sound. It's a sound. Just like in the movie Brown Sugar, I need y'all to get on y'all Zoom. It is a difference between
hip-hop and rap. I know that.
It's like being in love and loving something.
But I think
the essence of it is what is the difference. It's what differentiates the whole synopsis.
Can I tell you when I thought he was a rapper? I think he stated it in his albums when he said Jay-Z the rapper is dead in certain songs. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, like, I think to me that's when he was leaving from being an MC, in my opinion, because I feel like Hard Knock Life is a true rags to riches type. You know, it's to me it's grimy, but at the same time it's like cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that not a hip hop? Hard Knock Life is not a hip hop song to you? That's interesting. It's not a pop record completely. And it's got the elements of hip hop. Because hip hop is really rags to riches. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the Hard Knock Life for, like, come on, bro. Like,
you associate hip hop with rags to riches?
I mean, it's more than that. But I'm just saying, like, it's come up music. You don't think hip hop has come up vibes to it at all? In your opinion? I think it's more than that. It's
I feel like
political.
hip-hop
It could
is-
be anything you want it to be, really. But I just feel like a lot, for me, it's come up.
It's about it's the
letting
way
you know-
it feels. It's not really what they're saying. It's how it feels.
So you mean to tell me you don't feel
It's a
anything when a record
feeling.
come-
When you listen to a record, you be like, "Oh man, that's hip hop." It's an essence. It's not what they're always
You don't feel
saying.
that when you hear that particular
I feel like he is a hard ass rapper. I feel like he didn't become hip. I didn't feel like he became really a MC to 444.
Oh, I beg to differ. You violated.
I would get a lot.
I disagree.
I swear to God, he talks about
You don't think so? You
drugs, killing, and
Hold up. You don't, but you still can be introspective in how you deliver it. Do you not agree?
come on, man.
I'm not agreeing with
Jay-Z was talking about the fucking block when he started. When did he stop talking about that?
Pusha T. Do a lot of different guys.
What album did he really like?
You have a
fade the
point.
black
I'ma
on
give
that
you- I'ma give-
topic?
I'm gonna give you your props. You're right. 444 was probably the most introspective record he made, but at the same time, I still think he gave an introspective side to what he was doing when he was doing it. Like he gave insight to emotion and feeling of why he was doing what he was doing, and I don't think every record was a sense of glorification of it. You know what I'm saying? I felt like, especially with Reasonable Doubt, I just think it was a more in-depth look into what that lifestyle is like, what it comes
Correct.
with. You know what I'm saying? The emotions he feels behind doing the emotions that come behind why he's doing what he do.
And look,
you know.
when you listen to it, look how it's categorized. I guarantee you, it don't say hip hop.
You don't think it's a hip hop / rap?
Let me get my damn.
No, I'm
phone
asking.
out.
You have that's valid, but
Look,
you want me to
look on your
pull it
phone.
up?
Please pull it up.
I'm pretty sure if I pull up Reasonable
I
Doubt, it's gonna say
guarantee-
hip hop rap.
I guarantee you, it's gonna say rap.
Okay, let's look it up. Reasonable Doubt.
It's a thin line, and I feel like when he was coming out, he was very smart, very business.
Oh, I was right. Hip hop / rap.
Fuck, get out of here. Let me see.
Because you keep saying it like
Let me
Jay-Z
see.
is very
What is that?
introspective.
Spotify?
No, this is not Spotify. This is Apple Music, and
Okay.
he doesn't have anything to do with this platform. So, so that is other people's opinion. It is hip hop /
Oh
rap.
fuck it, dude. I thought it said rap.
That's why I
My
say,
bad.
are you sure?
Hey, I'm
the
wrong
Devils, the Devils is the song I should have brought up to you. I think that is an introspective way of describing the block or selling dope or whatever. Like I feel like sometimes we got to understand the people who do make these choices for a reason. And then I think he definitely goes or dives into the feeling and emotions behind that. They're human beings too. They experience pain and go through different things in life, right?
Lonnie, you are
Kind of like The Sopranos. Like if you watch the episode of The Sopranos, you would know, they are cold-blooded when they're out in the street, but they also have families and they have family issues too.
Yeah.
Just like any other American.
Favorite series. Love
Yeah,
it.
Sopranos hard, right?
Yeah,
So
love
that's
it.
how I kind of see some of the music he makes. It's like, okay, they have these problems too. They have regular problems like
But
regular people, civilians.
I'm just saying, like, I know my categories. And
I know, and
I know when I'm in my modes and my moods and what I want to hear and what I need to hear in that moment, and I know where to go get it. So I'm
with you on
saying that because when I think of Jay-Z, I don't think of him as I need to zen out. And like when I'm listening to Jay-Z, I'm feeling myself. I'm like, I'm hard.
It depends on the
I'm
record,
hard.
though.
I'm in that mode. I'm in my bag. Like,
Or
type
even on
shit.
the Black album, I felt like he had some introspective records. What's the joint?
Biggest
with Pharrell?
Jay-Z fan. I'm not
No,
knocking him.
I know you're
I'm
not.
not knocking him
I
at
ain't think
all.
that.
But I'm just being real, like about how I categorize music and sounds and genres. Like it's
Allure by Jay-Z.
beautiful song, beautiful record. Pharrell produced the fuck out of
That shit
Allure.
hard, bro.
It's beautiful, but yeah, I think
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I think he can fall. I think you can fall. Like, remember we said we can be both.
so. He can
I
be the
think-
face of hip hop for you.
No, honestly, the face of hip hop. The face of hip hop, really, to me, is the KRS ones.
Yes,
But
Boogie Down.
But this is where I'm going. You gave me pushback, and I respect that because I was thinking about going to that, but I feel like I can't give you something that wasn't a part of my era that I didn't live and see. I don't think that would be disingenuous. Now if you like the stuff that came from my era, I can start introducing you to that era and that and that and that. But I don't want to give you something I don't like personally.
And the respect,
You know
I respect that.
Yeah.
But I say that to say I would start there because it'll trickle down. It'll give people an idea of where it originated. And I'm big on where something came from. And I'm big on starting and, going down the line. Yeah. I'm big on that.
True, but I look at it like this. I met it at the point, and I did exactly what you did. I worked my way back and then walked my way forward. So I believe in meeting people where they're at or in the middle. And I feel like that era is in the middle. And it technically really is in the middle. And it allows them to see, okay, you can't put dope bars over a dope beat. It ain't got to just be all dope beat. Okay, now this is what this person was saying. Oh, that's why it's like this. That's why I said I would find a medium ground. It might not even be that era, but I got to look at the person I'm dealing with too. Now, if it's a person that's a little older, more mature, can grasp concepts, I might go to a Boogie Down Productions or a Big Daddy Kane or a Rakim. But when you're talking somebody that might be a little younger than me, let me meet him where he at. He ain't here mentally yet, so I'm gonna give him where I was when he was his age, and maybe he can do something with that, and then we can work backwards and then work back forward to how we got it where we are now. But if you want to like somebody who embodies hip hop to me, honestly, and it's just disregard of era, Kendrick Lamar does a great job of it. Lupe Fiasco. Dude, those two guys, J. Cole, those guys are hip hop to me.
But would we say
Mos Def, Talib Kweli, Black Thought, those guys are hip hop,
Would we say West Coast is hip hop?
Oh, that's a good question. Is it West Coast hip hop?
Would we say West Coast is hip hop? Like in its essence and true originality.
And I love I don't know. With certain people, no. Yeah, with certain people you can. It depends on the act that you pull up. Do you think Tyler the Creator is rap?
Yeah, he's rap. He's not hip hop.
Okay, that's fair. Why would you say Tyler? You want me asking?
I don't even think he's from LA. I don't even think he's from out there.
But he's from the West Coast. I
don't even think he originated from there.
Oh wow.
And I'm damn sure I love Tyler. I love Tyler, but I would never associate him with West Coast. Ever. It's wild.
By geographical, well, yeah, he is West Coast. If you're doing it off geographical.
Is that where he's from? Did he originate from there?
He's from California, and it ain't too far.
Okay, well, I don't really know that.
He's not too far from LA. I'm not saying like he was in the middle, but there's different areas around LA, Carson, all those different areas.
True.
They're not LA. Long Beach ain't LA.
It's not, but it's West Coast. It's the West. It's out West.
That's the point I'm making with Tyler.
But I'm just saying, do you associate hip hop with the West Coast?
I'm trying to
the sound. No, because it's not. It's rap. It's just straight. It's straight rap.
I don't think
gutter rap.
A lot of it is
gang banging. A lot 187.
A lot of it. No,
it's not hip hop.
A lot of it. No, listen. A lot of it is rap, but I think there are parts of it that is hip hop.
Bro, have you ever listened to what's his name?
Yeah, because everybody on the West Coast, I fail to believe Russell is he's from Oakland. Ain't LaRussell from Oakland? LaRussell, you know what I'm talking about? LaRussell. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know no really too many new West Coast people.
I think he's from Oakland.
I'm talking about
Oakland count?
I'm talking about from the 80s and the 90s.
Oh, you talking about from 80s and 90s? Oh, if you speaking of that era, that's straight rap.
Okay, yeah, that's all I was trying to say.
Yeah, all that straight rap.
Yeah, that's all I was saying.
Hip hop.
Okay, so what about the South? What about Southern rap? Who is Southern rap? It's down south. It's down south hip hop.
Outkast is hip hop. Outkast is hip hop.
Are they hip hop or are they Southern rap?
Bruh, stop it. they can be both, right?
They're Southern.
Yeah, but they're hip hop too.
Yeah, in a sense. in their own
in
lane.
the element, in its true element. Yeah, it is.
But I'm gonna give East hip hop all day. They hold the crown. When I think of hip hop, that's what I think of. I'm sorry.
No, I do too.
I might get
without a doubt, I agree with that.
A lot of flack for that, but yeah.
No, I think of hip hop. I think the same thing.
It
just depends on the artist when you go regionally everywhere.
It's just a different sound, and when you really study that shit, you're able to hear it and pick it up and know where to place it. That is the importance of when you're listening to music.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't sit up here and flex my knowledge proudly if I didn't really study that.
No,
and I'm a vet in the game.
I know.
I'm subtle about it, but I'm a vet in the game
you are.
when it comes to sounds, and I know where to place them. I hear it, I'm like, yeah, you know. I know when I know when I want to hear something, I know where to go. I know where to get it. I know it's gonna give me what I need and what I'm looking for.
Do you think it's a gray area between gangster rap and conscious rap?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, we can agree on this. That's common ground. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I love them both.
Yeah, I think it's a gray area too.
I mean, I might love hip hop, but I like all type of rap.
Yeah, it's very complex.
I was listening to UGK Murder on the way here.
Oh wow.
Trying to buck it down the highway.
UGK.
Got to know what you need when you need it. Yes, I had to get down this damn road, and it got me down the road.
I think I was listening to Lupe the other day.
I have not listened to Lupe in years.
I hadn't either, but I decided to listen to drill music in Zion because I just was like, I need to kind of switch it up because I've been doing a lot of more new stuff. And a lot of the new stuff that's been coming out this year ain't really stuck with me. Like Killer Mike Project was probably one of the few, him and Larry June Alchemist collab with like the only two albums that really
I don't think I've heard that.
Stuck with me. Yeah, them joints was tough. But outside of that, it wasn't a lot last year. The Hit Boy Nas stuff, that stuck with me.
That was a good album.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so is it safe to say we're a duo?
Yeah.
Are we a team?
We're a team.
Okay, I got a lot of feedback on our last interview. Everybody liked our chemistry and our conversation and stuff. I got a lot of good feedback. So they was like, you need to make that a thing. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
So like we'll check in with this, once a month. And I am still looking for a season opener. Like I'm so ready to start season 3, but I just have not found the right person. Like I need somebody that is like a hit maker, somebody that's real seasoned to start the season off. I need it to hit and stick and make a point. Mm-hmm. And I just haven't found that yet.
Okay.
It's like it's slow. Like I'm excited. I'm ready to get into it, but I just haven't found it. Like I don't know. Like
why you haven't found it?
I don't know. Nobody is like really like I know a few people, but I just don't feel like they're season starters, season openers. You get what I'm saying?
You talking about as far as like the co-host thing or
the season 3?
It's season 3. Oh, you talking about? Oh, you don't think
like artists, not artists, but like DJs, A&Rs, managers. Those type of roles. Like we talked about in the last episode.
Yeah, you did speak on the other aspects of music on the last.
Yeah, and I just feel like I need somebody that's really like in their bag to like start it off, set the tone. I need a tone setter.
That's a good one. I feel like you put me on the spot to kind of figure it out now. Is that?
Yeah, I need y'all to get on the job and help me find it.
I can get on the job, but I don't know if I can do it on the spot right now.
People be saying, like, I really feel like with this, I want some like big people, like seasoned people that's been in the game for a little bit. Because I feel like,
You talking about like heavy hitters?
Yeah, and I just feel
the
like
name rings bells.
Not so much as like big household names, but people who have like done the role and have some advice and a story to tell.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Like, it's making sense now as far as like.
It's plenty of people aspiring for the role, which I feel like I shouldn't be biased about that because I'm still an aspiring person. I haven't really touch the surface in what I'm doing. So I feel like,
Well, I think the more we do it, the more connections we make. It'll
For
allow
sure.
you to get those names.
yeah,
You know
and
what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like every time I post or do something, I gain a new follower, a new subscriber. I get get one more view. So like I'm grateful for, everything that is, happening. Not as fast as I would like it to be, but it's moving along. Like,
Slow grind.
yes,
Slow motion better than no motion.
yeah, and I'm
Right.
grateful, and I really it brings me joy, and I'm thankful. So yeah, I'm just really excited because I have a super dope rollout for season 3. Like I have everything ready to go. Like I have merch.
Oh, really? That's really cool.
I have an interview that I've done for season 3. Like I did all this shit last year. It's done. It's ready to go. I just don't have the person. Like I don't want to jump into it. I don't want to start rolling it out, and I don't have nobody to like kick it off. Let me think. What would I do to kick it off?
What?
I'm so random. No, you know that Nicki Minaj line.
Yeah. I know. I'm familiar.
So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at.
Your
But
girl foul though. She a bully.
I don't know. I don't have nothing to say about it. I don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, I
I'm
know,
just
my
disappointed
bad.
as hell. I don't even know what to say about
I
it.
know.
Bro. I don't. I didn't even buy my tickets. I was gonna go see her. Spend all that money on them tickets. She crazy. But anyway, so yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. So that's what I'm on the pursuit of, is a season opener. So I'm gonna just keep pushing, putting shit out. We'll do this once a month.
Okay.
So yeah. Until then, I mean, I kind of do like doing this. It takes the pressure off of me.
Yeah.
I was hella nervous doing my interview with VBG. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I was gonna ask you that too.
Could you
earlier.
tell?
I ain't gonna say I could tell, but I definitely was gonna ask you, were you nervous?
I was so nervous. I don't know why. It was hot in that room too.
I mean, I think the more you could become accustomed to doing it, the more you're doing it, it's gonna feel natural.
I just
feel
wanted
like
I wanted to make sure I was asking and saying the right things. Like I most of the people that I've interviewed before, I knew them. Mm-hmm. So I've been around. Like
you're familiar.
I'm familiar with him. I was
Familiar
not
energy.
familiar with him, so I was just like,
You
I
want to
don't.
make sure you don't say the wrong thing and all that.
Yeah, I
you
just
felt
want-
like you were walking on. What's the word they say? Walking on glass, kind of, or
Eggshells.
Or eggshells. There we go.
I just
There we go.
that was
I said
my
it
whole
wrong.
that was my whole mindset. When I was asking those questions and stuff, am I saying the right things? Am I asking the right questions? Those were the type of things that were running through my mind.
But for somebody that's been out of it for so long, I feel like it's gonna take you a little while to ease back into it. It's like, if you play basketball or you ride a bike, you might be a little rusty when you first get on. The mechanics might be a little off, but you can still tell that you still got it down in your head. But as soon as you start getting back in the groove, getting on the flow with rhythm of doing it every day, it'll come back natural to you. Like, a shooter never loses his touch. He just needs to get his mechanics right when he's in the gym. So you just got to keep pumping out more content. You'll get back to being normal.
I like that. I've never been this open about what I'm doing either.
Yeah.
Like I for a while I was real like guarded and very private. But I feel like, now like what's it gonna hurt for me to like be honest and transparent about what I go through? Because shit is really a journey. Like,
yeah, it's a journey. Just look at every episode. What can I do better? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, for sure. I just feel like I was so like serious. I was so like, yeah. Next question.
Yeah.
I didn't really like, I don't know.
Well, I don't know if this would help, but like maybe going out and just kind of have a group outing. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you and the artist and whoever people y'all comfortable around, kind of come together and hang out and do something right before the interview. So
That's true.
you know what I'm saying? Like
To
kind of
break
like
the
an icebreaker.
ice.
Yeah, to break the
To break
ice.
the
Like,
ice,
you got
yeah.
a few of your peoples, he got a few of his peoples. We all go out get drinks or something or food. Or you take me to a local area. What's the local area around here that everyone likes to eat? Y'all go there, talk, chop it up. Then by the time y'all get to the interview process, they'll say, okay, cool. This is the type of individual I'm dealing with. It gives you a
But
feel.
what if that's not What if that's not on the table every time I do an interview? I
It
can't.
might not be that.
I can't depend on that though. Like it's something in me that I gotta work on. You know what I'm saying? To get more comfortable, and I'm not gonna
Maybe practice interviews on your son. You know,
Yeah.
that might work. You know what I'm saying? Practice interviews on people in your family, because like the line of work I came from before, I had to interview people all the time, and at first it was like, oh, I'm nervous. You know what I'm saying? But they gave me a template, and then when I got the template, I got comfortable with the template. I started throwing in my own questions. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to interview people because I used to work for Department of Social Services. So I would go to house, and it's nerve-wracking, but these are hard questions. So in order to ask those hard questions, I need an icebreaker. The icebreaker would be, oh, I'm talking to a kid. What's your favorite TV show? So the first part of the interview would be general conversation, like what's your favorite color?
I don't think I made room for that. I don't think I made room for that in the question. So yeah, I took a lot of things that I could do better, moving forward with interviews, and with me doing it more consistently, that will help too. So
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
I think you did a solid job for somebody who hasn't, like I said, been in that headspace to do that for a couple of years. I just think you got to be merciful with yourself and give your time.
True. I'm a perfectionist, so hey.
When you're a perfectionist and sometimes we can be hypercritical of ourselves.
For sure.
And we're not giving ourselves a chance. And we shoot ourselves down before we even give ourselves an opportunity to see if we can succeed. So yeah, you're gonna stumble along the way. You're gonna have your good days. You're gonna have your bad days. But as long as you're being consistent and you're passionate about what you're doing, you're looking on ways to be better at what you do. It might even be helpful to look at people who are really great at interviews, like really great interviewers, people who consistently, especially in the hip hop space, like true journalists, just follow their moves and take note on how they set up questions, some of the questions they ask, and then you just kind of take from them and make your own questions for the artists that you are interviewing. And I think it becomes easier. Researching people, research is a big part of.
Oh yeah, I definitely did my research.
Yeah, which I know you do.
Yeah.
I think it's just getting back in the groove. Okay, it's my first game back. I'm trying to feel my way through. All right, I got it down. Okay, this is what I need to do next time. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Then next time you're gonna knock it out the ballpark. Yeah,
I'm excited. So yeah. Well, I thank you for being my co-host, my new duo. Yeah. I didn't think I would do something like that, but I feel like this is fun, and it's a more like relaxed setting for me to like really be Kaylin and not just be. Yeah. So yeah, this is fun. It's dope.
Well, yeah, I enjoyed it too. I hope I ain't, rough your feathers with some of my takes.
No, it's politics. It's all in the name of the game. Like we all see music and it's shit different. So yeah, I fuck with your take. Yeah. You cool with me? Okay, cool. I ain't want to rub people the wrong way. Oh yeah, you ain't coming back ever again. I don't care what they say, you know what I'm saying? Just want to check. Yeah, for sure. You always got to check the temperature, make sure the other person is good. For sure, for sure. Well, that is our time, folks. Mm-hmm. And we'll see you later. See you later. Peace.